Welcome to Hymie's Place. I'm glad you could join me. Good to see you all back. Thanks to my subscribers, new subscribers, old subscribers. And if you're looking to subscribe, just click that little button down there, I think, somewhere there. Okay, and you can be a subscriber too. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? Today, I'm going to talk about, I think it's been in a bit of news lately, you know, a little bit about racism and people and just stuff in general, a couple of things that I've come across in my life. It's not too serious, but look, you know, we're all equal, right? Let me begin by saying that we're all equal. Doesn't matter the colour of your skin, your ethnicity, your religion, your sexual preferences, whatever makes you different than anybody else doesn't make you less than anybody else. We are all equal. And I'll say something that stirs up a few people: all lives matter. Whether you're black, red, blue, green, yellow, doesn't matter. Your life matters. And I want to say that particularly to young people. Your life matters. Your life matters a hell of a lot. Colour, creed, skin, religion, like I say, gender, whatever. It doesn't. Your life matters. Everybody's life matters. Okay. Now we need to get a bit of a hold of ourselves here. Right? We've got a beautiful world. Right? It's a fantastic place to live. It is absolutely beautiful. And you'll say, oh, that comes from a white privileged man. Listen, I've worked all my life for the shit that I've got. If you want to call me white and privileged, that's fine. Okay, but I'll tell you now, we've got a beautiful world. It depends on how you look at it. It depends on what eyes and what you look at it, how you see it, whether you see it through a glass half full or a glass half empty. We have a wonderful world that we live in, and anybody in this world can make the most of it. Anybody can make the best out of their world they have. Now, I've been to a couple of third world countries, and it's very hard for them, but I'll tell you what, I've been to Thailand a few times now. Thailand's a very, very hard place for people to get ahead. They get not much support from the government or anything else, right? But you know what that place is called? It's called the Land of Smiles. These people do it tough, really tough. You know, tough, I'm talking tough. They do it tough. They start at 6 o'clock in the morning most mornings and finish at 10 o'clock at night, and they'll be lucky to earn 300 to 400 baht. Right? And 300 to 400 baht equates to around about $12 in Australia, and an American, $10 American, 12 or so dollars Australian. And they work day and night for that, 7 days a week. Right? Now they do it tough. And why do they do that? To feed their family. There's lots of things that happen over in these countries. I mean, you know, in the West here, we look at a lot of the things like the prostitution, right? Here is a bad thing. Over there, it's a fact of life that these girls go out and they prostitute themselves to be able to support their family. How's that for tough? They don't do it because they enjoy it. They do it because they're supporting their family, right? Supporting their mothers and fathers and their children, right? They have no other choice. They've had a lack of education, right? The only thing they can do is sell their bodies to be able to make enough money to be able to pay. Wow. Now that's tough. Sorry to be a bit brutal, but it's just the way it is. You know, there's some stuff that's tough out in the world, and I get to see all these people on my TV news and things and on the internet going blah, 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 blah. Seriously, consider what you've got. Be grateful for what you've got. Look up and have thanks for what you have in your life now, right? Because even though you think you've got a little, you've got a hell of a lot. And especially if you're in a country like mine, like Australia, or the States, or the UK, or many European countries, you've got freedoms. You've got the ability. You've got a government that will support you if you're down and out. You've got lots of things going on. And I believe that America is still a good country. What we see over here in the news is a media beat-up. I know there's lots of problems. Everybody has problems. We've got problems in Australia. I'm not saying everywhere is fantastic and great and utopia. But what I'm saying is these places like America, Australia, and all the European countries and the westernised countries have a fantastic life compared to a lot of these other countries. And we should be thankful for what we've got. We should be grateful for what we have, rather than whinging and bitching and moaning about all this other stuff. Just look at it. You know, and this racism stuff that's going on at the moment, I can't believe it. You know, I was brought up, oh man, brought me up to respect everybody. colour, creed, religion, doesn't matter. You respect everybody in your life. It's a funny thing since this BLM's come on. I've got a mate of mine, my mate, I've known him since we were kids, little kids, 10, 12 years old. And he has lived in the same community for the last 50, 60 years, so it's coming up to 60 years, it's coming up to his 60th birthday, so he's lived in the same community for, 60 odd years now. He's a dark man, he was born in Mauritius, so he's very, very dark, right, compared to the rest of us Anglo-Saxons. He is pretty dark. He was one of only 2 kids that was dark in nature around when we were growing up. He was treated as one of us. Never once did anyone look at him as any different than one of us. We didn't care about the colour of his skin. Nobody cared about the colour of his skin. I called him up recently to say g'day. Say, g'day mate, how you going? It's all good? He said, yeah. And I thought, oh, well, I'll be a bit sarcastic. And I said, well, it's good to see that you finally met her, mate. He said, what are you talking about? I said, well, Black Lives finally met her. Aren't you happy that you finally met her? And he said, mate, you wouldn't believe what's happening now. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, I used to walk around without an enemy. He used to walk around with no problems. Nobody used to look at him. He was a part of that community, and he'd just walk by people every day and nobody paid attention to him. But since the BLM's come on, now it's a whole different story for him, right? And his children. They're putting up with crap that they haven't had to put up with all their lives. And it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous that this should come into space now. This is just crazy. Right? We need to live together. We need to be harmonious. We need to be good with each other. We need to show respect and love for each other. And before the people go on, oh, you don't know what it's like to be black, blah, blah, blah. My first wife was black. My children are dark, all right? Not black, but very, very olive, Egyptian. So, look, I do know. I've had, my children were brought up Muslim. So as far as, being on the other side of things, mate, yeah, I do know. So don't tell me what I don't know, because I know what it's like to be on that side when I've been faced with a few things with my kids as they were growing up and so forth. So, listen, we need John Lennon in this life. We need John Lennon, right? So imagine, just imagine that we could all get along together. A brotherhood of man. Wouldn't that be fantastic? A brotherhood of man. Imagine there's no countries, no territories, no boundaries. Hey? Nothing to kill or die for. Wow. Wouldn't that be fantastic? We need more people to listen to what John Lennon said. Okay? And it was a real shame. You talk about the hate, it was a real shame, There was that most peaceful man in the world died by somebody's gun. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. But I'm sure that we can get through all this stuff. Right? And I'm sure we'll come out better on the other side. And I'm sure that you can get along and you can go ahead and you can make something in this world if you really want to do it. Doesn't matter what colour your skin is. Doesn't matter what your sexual preferences are. Doesn't matter what religion you believe in. If you really want to do something in this world, you can do it. Right? So let's get away from all this media hype and segregation that media is causing and divides in this world, and let's look at each other with a bit of kindness, a bit of love. I've said kindness before. I've said it before. Kindness is the most selfish thing in the world you can do, because you get more out of it than anybody else does. So treat others with kindness. No matter what they look like, treat them with kindness. Let's live together. Let's live in harmony. Let's live peacefully. That'll be a great thing. All right, that's a bit of a lecture today. Sorry about that, but that's just the way I'm feeling. That's just the way I'm feeling today after reading a few things. So look, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. No interviews again today, just me spruiking on my little soapbox here. So thank you very much for joining me. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and share it around. If you think somebody might get a little bit out of this, that'd be fantastic. All right, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.